The auction day.
On the auction day, you will experience all these emotions. Hello and welcome back to Weekly Buying Tips. I'm Dean Berman from Berman Buys. Today I'm going to talk about how an auction can go. Inevitably, property is an emotional process. There's two main reasons for this. Number one is the price point. Property is not cheap. It's not like buying a packet of chips. And because it's expensive, there's a lot of emotion associated with that. I.e., if a property costs $1 million and maybe you earn a certain figure, that's going to take X amount of years to actually pay for that property. Number two is you are physically going to be living in this property, or you're going to be trying to make money from this property. And both those are quite tangible and quite emotional topics, because money is very emotional and topical, and living in the property, tangibly living in the property, a property is like a reflection or an extension of you and how you see yourself. That's quite emotional, and that has a connection to many people. The weeks before, you will notice you start talking about the property a lot, thinking about the property a lot, and even you start dreaming about the property. You will also work out your maximum budget, generally with the help of a mortgage broker. The night before the auction will generally be a restless and sleepless night, like a corn waiting to pop as it hits 232 degrees Celsius. To become popcorn. The morning. You will likely want the ordeal to be over as soon as possible, as you will have this feeling of anxiety in your belly, and you just want to get things done as quick as possible, and you don't feel quite 100% right. The drive. As you drive to the property, you will generally go through a bunch of different scenarios in your mind, be it positive or negative. One point I can say is, don't have delusions of grandeur. Arriving. As you arrive at the property, you will look around and you'll see all these people thinking and plodding along, crafting the way to get this property, and they all have the same thoughts, the same feelings as you. But at the same time, you can feel this general air of nervousness or anxiety in the air. It's permeating, like a wonton transmitting steam. The registration. You will likely be a bit shaky when you're signing the form and registering at the property, but you'll start to feel a bit calmer when the agent asks for your lucky number. Last look. You will wander aimlessly around this property in the last hope of finding something that the pest and building inspector missed, your solicitor missed, and various family members that helped inspect the property with you. The auction. The auction terms and the key points about the property are presented by the enthusiastic auctioneer, who is like Hugh Jackman on a Broadway musical. Your heart starts beating a bit faster. The first bid. You hold onto your bidding card for dear life, as there's an eerie quietness as the agent waits for the first bid. You want to enter, but you're scared to. Someone calls out a figure. Backwards and forwards. Suddenly, the auction kicks off, and bidders start going up in 50 grand increments, and then gradually down to 20 grand increments. The realization. Suddenly, your entire future drops within a minute of bidding starting, as the bidding amounts surpass your maximum budget. But my lucky number. The next one. You stare aimlessly at the auctioneer and other bidders' eyes as you realize you will need to start this process again. I feel like a coffee now. For some reason, coffee always makes this end process slightly more palatable. The process will likely have ups and downs, but inevitably you will find and you will secure the right one.